home team. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Leonard. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. If you mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. How's he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man.
That's good from Durant. So, Doris, when you look at the whole package, is Durant a one-of-a-kind player in your opinion?
Well, we certainly have guys with that size, but this is a player who can literally play every single position on the floor. The size, 7 foot. The ball skills, the shooting, the playmaking, the decision-making. I am not sure we will ever see another Durantula, the great one, Kevin Durant.
Hardaway with a wide-open look. Buries it from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. O'Neal with the steal. KD, that's for 2. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal.
KD, if you allow him to spot up, the easy money sniper will not miss.
LeBron outside. And the dunk by LeBron.
LeBron James, one of the great showmen to ever lace them up. How about that finish, folks?
Johnson outside. Pulls up on the elbow. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Now here is Hardaway. 5 to shoot. Plenty of space. And he hits the jump shot. Hardaway has got his second basket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
This guy has such a nose for the basket. Kawhi Leonard not afraid to let it fly on the catch.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, unable to change momentum here.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
Pass to Hardaway. Basket counts. Hardaway has got 7 points in the game.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Goes up on the high post. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Johnson can't hit.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Good on the shot. 8 points for LeBron.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Here's LeBron after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And the wide open shot from Duncan. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. And he knows his team has its hands full going up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Coach said Shai is one of the best in the league when it comes to scoring off the bounce. And when he's not scoring, he's kicking it out to an open teammate. So we have to make sure our rotations are quick. We'll see how the defense responds, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. Now Hardaway, after the missed three from Tim Duncan. The rebound by Payton.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
Durant, no good. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again. KD is right at the top of that list.
Houston making a switch. .105 left in the first quarter. Hill looking it over. Outside Rose. It's rebounded by Houston. Over in the corner, Edwards. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Edwards got it back down to within single digits for Houston.
This guy is constantly refining his game, and Anthony Edwards is dangerous from three.
Here's Rose. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. The rebound by Garnett. And so it's Garnett who brings up the ball for Houston. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Embiid. It's sent back by Howard.
There's a reason Dwight Howard has so many all defensive teams to his credit. Good night with the block.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play.
The Houston team.
They're up by 10. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Here's Jones. Edwards with the block.
Wow, great defensive play by Anthony Edwards, engaged on that end of the floor right now.
And it goes down 2 points. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Duncan outside. Here's LeBron. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
That's on Jaylen Brown.
Second team foul.
They simply can't bite on that pump fake from LeBron because he is waiting for you to leave your feet, and he's going to lean in to get to the line.
And both free throws good for LeBron. Houston trails by 10. Payton surveying the floor. And there's the call on Jones.
Eddie Jones.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Payton. And the shot goes down.
And superb strength there from Peyton, absorbing the contact and keeping his composure for the finish.
Outside, Jones. And he makes good on the layup.
Well, it's great to see Jones finish inside, showing how he's a threat at the rim.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Peyton. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Outside, Jones. Clock at 6. Nice move. Kevin Garnett grabs the miss. Houston trails by 8. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. Steps back. Here's Jones. Good D by Embiid.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Leonard looking over the floor. The shot is good off the backboard. Leonard's got 5.
Now, Kawhi Leonard consistently efficient with his scoring ability. Nice jumper.
Edwards, no good. Duncan outside. And Leonard has it in the corner. Shot from the wing. It's rebounded by Houston.
2 minutes remaining.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
1:51 left in the first half. And it's Leonard again missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Leonard with the steal. Here's LeBron. What a thing of beauty from James.
You know, LeBron James has been fouled so many times in his career, it doesn't even faze him anymore. There is no stopping this guy.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. Houston making some changes.
Home team.
And that one misses.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely, and they haven't faced much resistance.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
Despite the fact that LeBron James is now in the league for over 2 decades, he continues to dominate.
Taking 2 shots.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Both free throws good from James. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the half. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander traps in the tray. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points so far.
Range on range. SGA with the big-time delivery from 3.
Houston trails by 11. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Rose up on top. Scoreless thus far. Just 5 to shoot. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, how about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
.23 seconds left to play in the first half. Hardaway with it. 7 points in the game. Outside Hill. And that concludes the first half. They're up by 7. Time now for the halftime break, with the 3rd quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation.
Home team.
Hardaway. Abdul-Jabbar outside. Leonard with no one around. And it's off from 3-point range. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for Houston. They trail by 7. KD can't get it to go. It's deflected. On the wing, Hill. All alone. And the jumper falls for him.
Well, you won't see that kind of shot fall very often. Thank your lucky stars.
Johnson outside. Pass to O'Neal. Outside for Durant. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. It's rebounded by Houston.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
And the foul on Magic Johnson.
First team foul.
That'll be his second foul of the game. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Outside Hill. Back to Hardaway. Duncan surveying the D. And here is Hill. 6 to shoot. 16 feet away. That one wide left.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. With the CBA and new broadcasting deals both completed, league talk now turns to expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver says if you're a successful organization, I think it makes sense over time to continue to grow. There's no doubt that there are a lot of great cities we're interested in having in the NBA. Kevin?
You're so right, David. We could lay out 3, 4, 5 cities right now that would beg to have professional basketball. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Houston again with the bucket.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that 3-level scoring ability, that time working the mid-range.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Hill. Outside Hardaway. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Off on the layup. KD, that's for 2. Duncan with the block.
And setting the tone with that rejection. Duncan, the defensive anchor of this team.
And here comes the break. And the dunk by Duncan.
You gotta love his hustle. Leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And Wembanyama outside. Puts up a 3. Tim Duncan grabs the miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. The high post shot. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. And that's now 9 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Johnson outside. The putback. Here's Shaq. Oh, the jam by O'Neal. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Outside Hardaway. Puts up a deep 3. And Shaq with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Close range.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. James looking around. From the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. .103 left to play in the third. A wide open look for Bird. Bangs home the trifecta. Bird's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now Rose. He has yet to score. Good.
Boy, what a warrior Derrick Rose is. This guy gets buckets through contact out there. So tough.
Great D that time from James.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Sinks that one from the post. Rose has got his second bucket.
Well, that's about effort, carving space for the interior look. And one attribute we'll always talk about with Rose is the heart that he plays with.
Houston shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Few players have the overall game of Larry Bird. Obviously, we know he can shoot the lights out, but he's also an elite-level passer.
James has a 2-pointer. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Houston trails by 6. Beaten with the ball, and it's Howard picking him up. Embiid, no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Kevin Garnett with the steal. And here we go. All going up court. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Dwight Howard.
And we know how good Embiid is at drawing fouls, especially in the painted area. He welcomes the contact.
And so he makes both from the line.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
Here's James. And James throws it down hard.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
Personal foul. 2nd team foul. Now into the lineup for Houston. Victor vibezzz. Jaylen Brown.
On the wing, Brown. Hardaway with the steal. Here's James. 1 minute now into this 4th quarter. Strong inside. What a move by James.
The ability to sustain productivity over the entirety of his career. LeBron James is a modern marvel.
Here's Edwards with the drive. And Edwards with the stuff.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Garnett. Here's Edwards. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Edwards got 4 points in the quarter.
Making plays for others, Wembanyama.
Here's James. Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
That's a finish for the purists out there. The lightest of touches on the finger roll.
Garnett, the screen. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. James with it. Picked up by Brown. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
Giannis will take on any defender. Nice finish that time.
Brown deciding where to go with it. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by LeBron. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh.
You've got to be kidding.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed. Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Here's Payton. Rebounded by Howard. Giannis with it. Outside, James. Back to Giannis. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Houston with a big group substitution here. Here's Johnson. Outside Durant. Durant uses his size in close.
Man, he is working them over on the inside. I'll tell you this. Kevin Durant every year gets more comfortable with the physicality of defenders. Incredible.
A shot by LeBron, no good. Houston trails by 8. And KD, good for 3. KD's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, we know Kevin Durant is one of the elite players in the NBA, and if there's a big shot to be made, he wants to take it.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's O'Neal. And Shaq with the slam.
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
James outside. Hardaway from outside. And it's Johnson with the rebound. That's his first foul.
Third team foul. Into the lineup for your home team, number 7.
1:25 left in the fourth quarter. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Another shot. Just 5 on the clock. Outside, KD. Front past the arc. Not that time. His 6th miss. He's made 4 of 10 so far. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is. Rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. Johnson with the block. And they'll keep possession. Here's Duncan. And no good. Good defense by Wembanyama.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
And I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
It's to Hardaway. And here's James outside. A shot off that time. And so they get the victory here at home. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the
Go like Lambo V12, I can tell leather I'm the GOAT. I just might throw on all of my juice, be feeling like I'm on a boat. Yeah, switch go, but I'm pulling up 42 dub. I might go Porsche for all guys pulling up on the bed, the bug. Never been lame, I ain't pulling up on no bed, no hug. Play with my money, I feel like Big Worm. I pull up on you by the. They wanna know what it's like, bitch like me. I'm hopping out of the V. I got about 2, 3 foreigns, rich. They still putting past the tree. Side of my waist, they still put it on the T. Only do a hit, sing love songs, still put it. Yeah, this a new vet. I'm hopping out with it. Brody done send me a text. We get them like Gillette. Got a couple with me, they gon' maneuver with me. Ask how many inside of this car. It's like cars expensive. Better look in the garage and look at my crib. None of my cars is rented. I be riding 5% with 20 on the windshield. My car's is tinted. Making move out of this spot like I'm moving in and I'm the new tenant. Yeah, who I'm with a gotta throw on up B shit 2 times. Flow the LB. I'm about my green like I'm a crouton. She want with a charger for the give her a coupon. I don't trust not a soul. And I got my shoes on. I told you last time, it was my last time. They tried to tell me that I was gonna need you. That was the past time. Pull up inside of the vet, they be on bad time. They just might rock you to bed, like it was just nap time. They 3 foreigns rich, and still put it past the tree. And still put it on the T. Only do a hit, sing love songs, and still put it. Yeah, this a new vet, I'm hopping out with it. Brody done send me a text. We get them like Gillette. Got a couple with me, they gon' maneuver with me. Ask how many inside of this car, it's like 250.
Can't believe you're mine. Loosen up, better read the signs. I know that I'm around this time. No, you need to dance. Move around to the strings of life. Baby girl, you should be fine. If you're down, we can need some time.
Happy Friday night, everyone. Time to kick off the weekend with the NBA on 2K Sports. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Welcome, everyone. Courtside with 2 ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well. Wembanyama, high post. 5 on the clock from 20 feet. And the shot falls short that time. Here's Hardaway. We know NBA games aren't played on paper, but if they were, this game wouldn't be close, Brent.
You're right, BA, but we're not doing it. We're out here on the court and we want to see guys going at it. Tonight, given where these teams are, can the underdog step up, rise up, and get an unexpected win? We're going to find out.
Johnson. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Duncan. Off the mark there with a 3. O'Neal with it. He's picked up by Hardaway. That shot is good by O'Neal.
This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from jump.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Here's James. It's hauled in by Houston.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
The 3 from Wembanyama. First shot won't go. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It goes on Kevin Durant.
Just shake your head at the size of LeBron James, and once he gets into the paint and gets pinballed around, gets that contact and finds free throws.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Durant surveying the D. Drops in the layup for 2.
Anticipating the contact there and toughness through that play, Durant is not afraid to attack the defense.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, BA. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick to Durant. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
The ball goes to the away team.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to James. And here's Leonard. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Back to James. Clock at 6. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. Shot clock at 2. It's stolen by Johnson. Jumps up. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And really showing the athleticism. Flying solo.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around, just make sure you score.
And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's a whistle. He did not want to hear his second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter.
Left side, Hardaway. Antetokounmpo inside. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
Releases. It's stolen. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Good D by Wembanyama.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the board.
Timeout.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And the visitors call time here. Teams deciding to change it up. The visitors with the ball. 4-point game. Antetokounmpo inside. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Pass to Bird. Launches a 3. Howard grabs the miss.
Houston. Foul. Magic Johnson. First personal foul. Third team foul. Now into the lineup for Houston.
Left side, Hill.
Kevin Garnett. Anthony Edwards. Gary Payton.
Good on the bucket.
Grant Hill.
Hill's got his second bucket of the night.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Here's Payton. Pass to Embiid. Off target at the rim.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it. Tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
Away team foul. Eddie Jones. First personal foul. First team foul.
Edwards looking it over. Pass to Payton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Houston shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And the second free throw is good. Now Antetokounmpo. Pass to Jones. Fires the 3. Knocks it down from distance.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Houston with another miss. The shot that time not on target. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's Houston. They lead by 1. And we'll be back right after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Now, here is James. Out left to the wing. Here's Duncan. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Duncan's got his first basket of the night.
Well, Duncan had time as the ball was swinging around on the perimeter to set himself up for the J. He's got room to shoot. He's going to make the defense look foolish.
Here's Embiid. He's scoreless. Shot clock at 6. Here's Edwards. And the baseline jumper, no good.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I mean, how many times have you seen that? Derrick Rose driving, scoring, exerting his will on the game.
Back to Payton. Up top, Edwards. This one for 3. Howard grabs the miss. Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, B.A. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him try to compete for titles.
Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Rose with the bucket.
And they're trending in the right direction after a rough first quarter from the field.
To halt the run. Easy money for KD inside.
Kevin's been around the league a long time, so super smart around the basket to rise up and finish.
Here's Rose driving to the basket. And yep, it's good. Rose has got 7 points here in the quarter.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Pass to Embiid. 3-pointer. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And we know Embiid has this kind of touch from deep. Nice triple.
Here's James. Now Howard. James deciding where to go with it. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Kevin Durant.
How about LeBron's patience there? The defender biting on the pump fake. Hard to stay down. It's LeBron James.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from James. Houston trails by 8. Outside Johnson. On the wing, Durant. Over James. Durant's shot is off. Rose with it. Top of the key. It's hauled in by Houston. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Durant. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Durant's got 6.
And that's the shot that makes Kevin Durant. He's so special from the mid-range.
Rose outside. There's the drive. And it's in there. Rose has got 9 points in the quarter.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Here's Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. So both teams changing it up here. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
Outside Hardaway. Basket's good.
Penny Hardaway.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Houston trails by 7. Outside Edwards. Pass to Bird. Here's Wembanyama. Misses with a tough leaning jump shot.
Well, next time he should do a better job, I think, of getting balanced and set up his feet. That just throws your body way out of whack and hurts your percentages.
That's 2 fouls in as many quarters. He may have to adjust his approach now.
First trip to the line for him here.
At the line,
The free throw drops for Johnson. And Houston making a change here. And Johnson drops them both.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Left side Hill. The baseline Jay. And out of bounds. Houston will have it.
substitution for Houston. Number 2, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Back to Payton. Pass to O'Neal. Over to the wing. 4 on the clock. Bird. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And here's Jones. Outside, Hill. Shot from the top of the key. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Great job.
Team is pumped up.
That'll do it for the first half. Up by 9. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Now, here is James. LeBron at full. Oh! Huge slam by LeBron.
Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim. That time on display.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by James.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Here's Durant driving in, and it's slammed in by Durant.
And here's the best way to get an earful from your coach. Give Kevin Durant that kind of path to the basket. Wow, discussion to follow.
Now here's Leonard. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Worthy. Lets the three fly. O'Neal pulls it in.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Here's Durant. Deflected. Second half of batted. He brings it up for Houston. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Oklahoma City, where they'll face the Thunder. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them.
So close on the finish. I mean, it could have been a 3-point opportunity.
And the first one at the line is good. And Johnson drops them both.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Now here's Hill. He's got 6. The layup misses.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And stolen by Hardaway. Here's Duncan. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And Timmy's still able to get up and over the rim, throwing that one in.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Up and over Hardaway. Hits the front of the rim and out. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Here's Hardaway. The 3. Johnson with the defensive effort.
Shouldering more and more of the offensive load. SGA understands that his teammates they depend on him to set them up too.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense is elite drive and kick ability.
Now you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or a spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game. Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
There's a great pace to Gilgeous-Alexander's game. The mid-range fits well.
Pass to Duncan. Outside, Hill. Shakes him. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Hill's got 11 points.
Kawhi playing at his own pace. He can really control the game off the bounce.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Garnett. Now Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Leonard.
Two minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
To the wing on the left. The 3-ball. Duncan, no good.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Bird, that's good. 1:43 left in the third quarter. Hill with it. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Shoots. Rebounded by Johnson. Houston trails by 12. Pass to Bird. .107 left in the third quarter. Inside, Garnett. From down in the low post, it goes.
They need to run plays for him, get him more touches, whatever it takes to get him producing.
Hill for three. Offensive rebound. Second chance effort. And that's 2 points on the layup. Hill's got 9 points here in the second half.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Hardaway. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Hardaway no good. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Houston. Down by 12.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
These are his first free throws of the game. That free throw no good. And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both.
With missed opportunities from the line this half, they're not doing themselves any favors. Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
Edwards for three. Nails it from three. Edwards got his second bucket on the night. Giannis striding in. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Houston.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Up 11. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Peyton. Outside for Wembanyama. James with a steal. And the visitors call time here.
Coming onto the court.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over that break I was able to catch the message that the visiting team coach was giving to his team. He said, keep it going guys, ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thanks Allie. Now here's Curry. 6 on the shot clock. From the arc. It's hauled in by Houston.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Embiid. No stopping Joel Embiid. Wow.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
Curry looking it over. Outside Jones. Back to Curry. Howard, the screen. Puts up a deep three. The rebound by Embiid.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
The three is up. Howard grabs the miss. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Outside Curry. Pass to Jones. Back to Curry. And Embiid with the block.
You have to be aware of Embiid at all times. He's an outstanding shot blocker.
Here's Curry. Clock at 2. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Houston ball.
Houston trails by 9. Outside Durant. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Outside Wembanyama. Back to Durant. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And Grant, while we want the officials to get it right, I'm sure the league would like to shorten that time officials are at the table.
Tell me about it. You wonder if a time limit should be instituted. If they can't figure it out after a minute or so, just go with how it was called on the floor.
Wembanyama scanning the floor. An open look for Durant. No good from the wing.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Rose can't connect. Takes a three. Howard grabs the miss. It's James on the wing. They still need this. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And he makes it.
They found strong offensive footing in the open court.
They've done very, very well in transition. The problems have come in other areas, which is why they're trailing.
Oh, some explosive stuff from Rose right at the rim, showing these young boys how ferocious he can still be.
Durant, no good.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Here's Jones, and he drops that one in.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And the bounce that Morant possesses is unlike anyone else at his position.
Here's Rose. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Kevin Durant with a rebound. Houston trails by 11. Here's Morant. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send them to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Oh, this is classic Rose. Never afraid to get physical with the D and finish on it.
Well, Brendan, a players' league, you think there's a point at which players have too much say?
Well, I don't know, B.A. I think it's always a fine line between what it is that both management and ownership is trying to do. This is entertainment, after all. But you got to lean into the players. You got to lean into the personalities. And as long as there's a respect for both of those areas, the league and the game will continue to grow.
The visitors with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Rose outside. Shoots over Morant. It's hauled in by Houston. Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And we've got 28 seconds left in the game. Pulls up. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Pulls up on the wing. Off the left.